Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Mallorca Under the Sun. Now it's all gone a bit crazy here this week and I did come down to Playa de Palma where I am now to make a video a few days ago which I haven't yet edited and published, so I thought I would just tag on this quick update on the beginning of the video before I do my walk around. So now, as we enter mid-March, Mallorca is now declared open for German holidaymakers who wish to come and holiday here over Easter. So any travellers coming in from Germany will have to provide a negative PCR test when they do enter the island, which is just as well because they've also stopped the vaccination programme here because they have been administering the highly controversial AstraZeneca vaccine. So having a negative PCR test, I think hopefully will do something to protect everyone here, at the very least on the island. So it's also really good news that one of the tour operators in Germany, Der Touristik, is offering free PCR tests for its customers. So we're really hoping that this may well pave the way for other tour operators in Europe to do the same thing with their customers, because I truly believe that the whole issue of getting PCR tests before travelling and the cost of that on top of your holiday is going to be the main barrier for entry for many wanting to book their holiday for the summer. So it's also been made clear that any visitors to the island have to abide by the same restrictions that we also have here on the island. So that means wearing face coverings in public places. It also means in terms of eating out in restaurants that no more than 4 people can sit at a table from no more than 2 different households. And these restaurants will then close at 5 p.m. So there are quite a few rules and regulations here, and I'm not 100% sure how strict the police are going to be in terms of enforcing this. I suspect it's going to be pretty impossible to completely enforce absolutely everything, but just bear in mind, if you are visiting from Germany and you are watching this, that the Spanish police have been handing out fines for non-mask wearers, and they have been breaking up illegal gatherings as well in public places. And there is also a curfew from 10 p.m. until 6 a.m. in the morning, so that means you can't go outside and you have to be back in your hotel accommodation by then too. So all of this has been put in place to ensure that we don't kill off the summer season even before it starts. So while the restrictions do seem harsh, our German friends can still come over here on holiday and they can enjoy the hotel facilities, they can sit by the swimming pool and they can come and enjoy this beautiful 6-kilometre beach here in Playa de Palma, and they can travel around the island freely as well. And the only difference is that some of the sites and attractions that were maybe open last year or pre-pandemic might not be open at the moment. But with the sunshine and the great weather, I mean, what is not to love about coming over here to the island? Okay, so let's get back to my original video which I filmed last week to show you what Playa de Palma is like and what it offers to anyone coming over here on holiday. So let's get this video started again from the beginning. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel Mallorca Under the Sun, and today I am in Arenal and C'an Pastilla, which is on the Playa de Palma or Palma Beach, right on the other side of Palma Airport. So I'm starting my walk down here, down in Arenal, but we're just going to dive off the beach very briefly because I want to show you how much there is here to see and do. Now I am standing outside Palma Aquarium, and this is just one of the best tourism attractions on the island. Unfortunately though, it is still closed and there's no indication as of yet as to whether it's going to open over Easter. Now there are a lot of indoor exhibition areas, so I suspect that most of it will remain closed. However, there is a great kids play area with water features and a pirate ship to explore around the back, so I really don't know if maybe they just may open this partially. I mean, who can say? But for the meantime, please keep an eye on the Palma Aquarium Facebook page, and I will put the link to this in the description below because they are still posting educational information almost every other day, and also about the work that they are doing as well for marine life. So fingers crossed, hey, that we see Palma Aquarium opening again this summer. So leaving Palma Aquarium, we're just going to come down across the road here, and we're going to join the lovely beach. And on the other side of the beach we have Aqualand Waterpark. Now that doesn't open until the very beginning of June, depending on the weather. But also C'an Pastilla and Arenal are just a 5-minute drive as well from the huge fan shopping centre, which is great for anybody who wants to come and do some shopping in the Carrefour hypermarket, or also to go to some of the clothes shops like Mango or Zara. Now Arenal Beach is broken up by what are called balnearios, and these balnearios are beach bars, and they sell food, or you can rent surfboards, but obviously they're all closed up now, but hopefully we'll see them open up in the summer. But I'm down by B13, so as you can imagine they're dotted all the way along the promenade here, right along the coast. It's nice to see as well, there's some little tourist shops that are open as well down here, and this shop just across the road is selling like inflatables and beach stuff, so it's a start. Things are slowly starting to open up down here. So I'm just going to join the beach here and take you for a little walk along these golden sands, and it's just so beautiful down here, just to tell you a little bit more about the area. Now behind me I've just come from Arenal, and as I said before, it's hugely popular with the 1830 market, and you get a lot of Germans coming down here to party throughout the summer. But there are other types of bars down here as well, and there are different types of restaurants as well. I mean, you can come down here and find some British bars as well, and Spanish bars, because we are in Spain after all. And also, there are also various Dutch establishments as well. So it is quite multicultural and it is varied. But Arenal can get quite crazy in the summer, and there's a huge, it's like a beer market, it's called Mega Park, and that is just full of little bars and lots of really bad music and lots of people getting very drunk. So there is that element as well that you do also get, you know, the very same in Magaluf too. So it'll be interesting to see what happens this summer and whether that particular area is going to open up to tourism too. I mean, it's also one of my favourite places to come as well on a hot summer's evening, to come and watch a sunset, because the views across the bay, which do look west, are absolutely spectacular, and you always get a good sunset down here. And with a huge long promenade which runs the entire length of both the resorts, you know that you can get in a good 6-kilometre walk to walk off whatever dinner you have just had, and maybe pick up a few drinks and an ice cream along the way. Now this particular resort as well, as we move further into C'an Pastilla, is very popular with windsurfers and kite surfers, and it's a little bit hard to believe because there's barely even a ripple of wind on the water today. But I will come down here when it does get stormy, because when it does get windy, this resort really does kick off in terms of being the best place to come on the island if you're into windsurfing and kite surfing. And there are several places further down into C'an Pastilla where you can rent either paddle boards as well or windsurfing equipment, so we'll go and check some of those out too. So today it's not really a day for windsurfing or kite surfing, but it is a day for paddle boarding, as you can see out on the water here. And I remember actually coming down during the summers as well with my colleagues from work, after work, coming down for a sunset paddle surf session and a few drinks in the bars down here, which was always good fun. Okay, so I just have to mention as well that if you are staying in Palma Old Town, it is actually possible to rent a bicycle and cycle all the way out here, all the way from the centre of Palma, and you'll pass through the gorgeous beachside towns of Portichol and Molinar and Calagamba as well. And this cycle path here goes right to the end of Arenal, so it's a really, really nice ride to make. And as you can see here, we're just coming up past the Club de Vela, or the sailing club too, which is home to many local fishing boats, many local weekend cruising boats as well, and kids can also come down here and learn to sail, which is super nice. So anyway, let's go and hit the street and go and see what's up here. So before we look at the bars and the restaurants, it's worth noting as well, just as you leave the beach, there are a couple of places where you can rent bikes for the day, and cars and scooters as well, so you can make that trip down into Palma Old Town if you are staying up here in C'an Pastilla or Arenal. So it's great at last to see the cafes and restaurants open here as well, and there is plenty of choice down here in C'an Pastilla. So let's keep walking along and see what else is open. So we're just coming up past Bona Ona, which is a cafe and also a place where you can rent paddle boards as well. Now this is where we used to come to rent our paddle boards from work, and then stay for a couple of beers afterwards as well. They do really nice food there as well. So we're just coming up past my favourite ice cream place in C'an Pastilla as well. And they also do food here, all sorts of international food as well, which is quite cool. And we're just coming up past here some of the other cafes, bars and restaurants, and this little place on the corner here, Brasa Mar, serves wonderful Spanish food here, and of course you can see from here that it really does enjoy some fantastic views across C'an Pastilla Beach. And they specialise in seafood and paella as well, so definitely worth popping down here. So thank you very much for watching, and I just want to say to any German holiday makers coming out over here in the next few weeks, willkommen auf Mallorca, and I hope you have a fantastic stay. So until my next video everyone, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and come and join the conversation over in my Facebook group, also called Mallorca Under the Sun. So until the next time, goodbye for now.